2, and right now I'm in Sandbox. This is part 10, and we're gonna continue with the campaign. Not the chaos mode, but the campaign. After that, we'll finish or wrap up the 3 left chaos mode that we have left. We'll see. Give me a sec. I'm gonna check if you guys can hear something in the background. I don't want anything in my background. Oh wait, I fucking missed it. God damn it. Stop fucking you two. So, okay, let's leave Sandbox. I was just doing an experiment. Basically recreating Jurassic Park, the first one. Didn't end so good, trying to base it off of the novel. I'm gonna probably do that. It's called, this Sandbox mode is called, Project Jurassic Park. I got the city one, and the one is the park that I made. But the rest are, you know, Jurassic Park themed. But yeah, let's go do the campaign. Give me a sec. I'm gonna have to go to the live stream and check the chat. Dino. Yes. Oh, he's here. Okay. Hola, Ale.
They attack things that are dead, or almost dead. Anyway, unmoving.
By the way, guys, I'm still listening to the Jurassic Park Mike Crichton book or novel, however you want to say it. I am halfway finished with the campaign. The last part, part 9, I finished most of it. But then I didn't. It seems there's another part to fucking finish. After that, I finish this, wrap this one up. I gotta have to wrap this one up, and then we'll do the Chaos Theories mode. I only have 3 left, and we're gonna start with Jurassic Park. It's the first one I started, so we can finish it. We can see that all of these ones are finished. Very simple, were they? They were very simple. Hello. Also, I might be listening to the book, the audiobook. So, in the meantime, yes. Quick question. Yes. Answer. Sure. What the fuck is the final? Chaos mode. Ah, you didn't see it. I streamed it earlier. Big summary. It was basically you in the mainland, in like somewhere in the United States, and you just run up. You're like a cowboy. You run up some dinosaurs, put them in a pen, and then some people with fucking, oh my god! Don't even get me there. Actually, don't even mention this part. This part was actually ass. I didn't even love it. You wanna know why? I had to put security towers, cameras. They added cameras for some fucking reason. I had to fucking put cameras, flash grenades, fucking guns everywhere, heat sensors, fucking cameras and watchtowers to prevent poachers, fucking people in cars. And you wanna know what I had to do to stop them? To stop the poacher from grabbing the dinosaurs and leaving off? Bro, I had to fucking get in a fucking vehicle and ran into them. Bruh. And every time, actually, let me find it. And every time I ran into them, and something bad happens to me, I would just put the music. Oh, I've been just putting the face of like, yeah, I got the riz. Got it on every fucking time. I'm just putting that song, and I'm like fucking so pissed. Like when the Velociraptor escaped from its pen and started fucking killing everyone. But I just put that song and I was like, And one of them died of old age and I was like, It was funny. It was funny. Jurassic World Dominion, the last part. And I basically just like had to run people over with a vehicle, run to their cars and ram into them, place securities down, capture dinosaurs, and then make a park out of it, and that was it. And I had to maintain it for a while until I got 5 stars. Bruh, it was a pain in the ass. I had to fucking make more dinosaurs in the process. It was bitch. It was a pain in the ass. And the campaign, oh, don't get me started on the campaign. It lied to me. It lied. Okay, Scorched Earth. Yeah, we're continuing where we left off. I'm gonna put the audiobook in the background just for me listening to it and meanwhile doing this. I may start it right now. I'm almost halfway done. I think I'm with the part where the Velociraptors are in the building and killing people, and Atlee Sattler just, I don't know, they trapped a few of them, but then, you know, they're not really trapped, they're fucking with them. Hit pause. Okay. Stop talking about the book. The book is fantastic, yes, but, you know, focus on this. What is it, Owen?
Claire, I've just received a report about our transport teams. They're grounded for now by the weather.
Shut up. Okay, I know what to do. You guys suck a dick. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you big ones. And, yeah, get inside of this, please. That would be nice. How are we gonna do this? Control center. Okay, what's going on here in the campaign? Oh, very simple, my friend. Very simple. So, this is like in Jurassic World Dominion, after like the main villain burned down the sectionary, like the Biosyn Park or whatever they were doing. I wasn't very paying attention in the movie. All I know is the guy releases wasps, and they set him on fire to destroy some evidence, and then they landed on the forest and burned the forest, and now we need to clean up the forest for the dinosaurs. Listen, I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm gonna be real straight with you. I don't like it. You know what I would love Jurassic Park to be? Like in the books. I'm a book fan. Yeah. I don't like the lovey dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are petty. Pet dinosaur. Fuck that bullshit. Like the concept of like I remember in this movie it was all like, we have to preserve the dinosaurs. We gotta save them. Like, bruh, in the books, you wouldn't even want to save these damn things. These damn things weren't even dinosaurs. They were some hybrid ass shit, bro. They were like what you would call attempts of making a dinosaur. I mean, of course, there's some of them more accurate, but like, damn, bro. In the book, it was completely different. Way built different. Death and chaos, built different, bro. But yeah, book, you should 100% read it. Just recommendation. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, you would get petrified. You wouldn't even be able to go to sleep. You wouldn't even go. You wouldn't sleep for a day or something like that. I don't know. I'm kidding. You can handle it. You 100% can handle it. And it's longer. You know, it's 12 hours. The audiobook. I mean, I read the book, but like the audiobook, I love it more. I don't have to read. But reading is fun, yes. But also hearing the cries, the deafened square screaming, all that shit, you know, fun to listen to. Like right now, I haven't finished it, but right now the Velociraptors are fucking smart. Like they're fucking dodging and moving, playing with their food and some bullshit like that. Oh, someone texted in the Discord. True. I agree with what happened in Discord. Blah blah blah.
We can't move any dinosaurs captured by the DFW at the moment.
Well, that's not good.
So, what do we do?
Wait for better weather. Why risk anything? You know what happens when we rush something.
Yeah, well, I see your point.
Like literally, in the book, they go to the Ivory and had like a whole fight scene and shit. There's a riverboat scene. Bruh, the T-Rex fucking swims, bruh. And there's 2 T-Rexes. I never knew that. Bruh, and there were more dinosaurs in the book. Oh, bro, by the way, in the book it's way more scarier. Actually, the most scariest scene I ever had in reading it or listening to it was the docks, you know? When the people are in their cars, you know, driving to the T-Rex pen. Well, actually returning back to the T-Rex pen. They see the docks area, and it's nighttime, it's raining, thunder's going off, the boat is leaving, and like the kids realize they see something down there in the docks at night in the dark because he has night vision goggles, and he says, "What's that moving down there? There's animals." And Alan Grant sees what's down there, and he's like, "Holy shit! The Velociraptors are already out of their pens." Like, it was like, how the fuck are they out of their pens and shit? It was some horrific things to listen to, but yeah. The scary part was like, oh, they left the island. Yeah, they got out. They left the island 100%. And listening to the book was like amazing. But let's continue.
Remember when you said we're gonna need
tired of
help?
rambling about
Which time?
The book.
The time the park fell apart, the time we were chased by my own raptors, the time the volcano went off and we had to run down the hill. Well, you rolled, but...
I get it. You know what I meant.
Oh
Anyways,
my god.
help has arrived.
Yeah, 100%. The Mike Crichton book, 100% better. The vision I would have for the book with the actual movie series, the movies. Mario fell off. From wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean Mario fell off?
You remember Dr. Sattler and Dr. Grant?
After all we've been through, yes. Yes, I do.
I just can't believe we're all back here again. How can we help?
Ah, yes, Owen. Literally, all I'm gonna say is that I prefer the book, and I wish the book was more adapted in the movies. Because it would have been more horrific. It would have been an adult film, not a kids film. Just me rambling. I'm just ended up tired of like the whole, we gotta save the dinosaurs! Yeah! Yeah! Save the dinosaurs! Fucking bullshit. But in the book, you don't even want to save them. Bruh, they eat a child, a baby in the book. And not just that, there's like a whole stream of murders. Yeah, it does. It does. Except the first one. And the second one and the third one. Those are my favorite. But, you know, I prefer if they took it not in a Disney, this is for kids now type of. Not the Disney, we gotta make it more of a kid-friendly thing. And that's what they did. They basically made it more kid-friendly because they wanted more kids to, you know, love about it. But, you know, now that I'm old enough and I, like, you know, I don't agree in some points. The book, I'm sorry, I'm not doing anything. But in the book, it's way different. It's way gruesomer. It's way scarier. It's way, you know, way, for me, opinion-wise, way better. I love the book. It's just horror. It's scary, it's horrific, and also had potential, you know, to be something else. Joaquin? But yeah, I agree, Ale. Look, Alejandro, look, Joaquin. Look who it is. It's one of my friends. It's literally him. I'm gonna actually hire him. Why not? There we go. Can I rename him? Okay. Where was I? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop ranting about, like, the book and shit. A wildfire in Bison Sectionaire has left an area of LA scorched in wildfire debris. Fires cannot be comfortable housed until the fire debris is cleared. The sun is clear. Landscape solution. Habitat by dinosaurs. So, a lot of work. Cool. I mean, the audiobook is long. Not gonna lie. Actually, you wanna know something? I'm gonna send something. Let's see if we can find illustrations. Those are funny. Why did I say it was funny? Nah, it was horror. But you know what I mean. There's the babying, the disturbing death scene in Jurassic Park, the baby part. Ah, yes. Does anybody remember Jurassic Park 1? Okay, give me a sec, I'll look. I saw that. Jurassic Park novel of the death scene about Hen. Oh man. God damn it, it broke. My cable broke. Oh, that's nice to know. Give me a sec. Ale, if you can, look at the video I sent in Discord. Look at it. It's long, but I would just recommend looking at it. To the point, I don't know, when the fat guy dies or something. It gives you an idea about the movie. I'll BRB. I'm not gonna leave for long. See, I'm not gone for long. What did you expect? 5 years? Oh, I'm back in so quick. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing. That's Nendry's death illustrated. That's what I sent. Well, that's...
They attack things that are dead, or almost dead. Anyway, unmoving. They were going up the ladder now, back toward the entrance door. What happened to the raptor that attacked you? Grant said. I don't know, Gennaro said. Did it leave? I didn't see. I got away, I think because it was injured. I think Muldoon shot it in the leg and it was bleeding while it was in here. Then, I don't know. Maybe it went back outside. Maybe it died in here. I didn't see it still in here, Grant said. Wu stared out the lodge window at the raptors beyond the fence. They still seemed playful, making mock attacks at Ellie. The behavior had continued for a long time now, and it occurred to him that it might be too long. It almost seemed as if they were trying to keep Ellie's attention, in the same way that she was trying to keep theirs.
Oh, I know where I am in the audiobook. I'm at the Dr. Wu's death scene, I think. I already read it, but like in the audiobook, I'm at the part where Dr. Wu dies. Oh, that's kind of sad. I like Dr. Wu. So it's kind of funny. They did mention his death in Jurassic Park 1, but they didn't say it was him that died. Or actually, it's like that scene where the kid is like talking to Alan Grant in the dig site, and Alan Grant is like, they rip you apart, they eat you alive, they flank you, stuff like that. How do I explain that death? Actually, you guys can just listen to it. How he dies. They rip you apart and they start to eat you alive. I think that's the line. I don't remember, guys. Sorry. Not too much of a accurate guy. Join the Discord. Join the what? Discord. What do you mean, Discord? General? Okay. I'm in general right now. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The dinosaurs.
What?
Okay, so, like, I'm kind of lost. What are you talking about?
So a lot of characters that were in the first movie died in the book.
So, like that guy, I forget his name. The bad, that fat ass, right?
Yeah, the Dr. Wu. Are you talking about Dr. Wu?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's the one that you're talking about that got killed in the general that was Dr. Wu, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't know his name. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I watched the first one. I just don't remember a lot.
So Dr. Wu was the scientist that made the dinosaurs. Do you know him?
So wait, wasn't it the old white guy that made him though?
No, the old white guy was the guy that owned the island and was, the guy that run the park, basically. He wasn't a scientist. He was the guy that was owning the park and was making the park and shit like that.
So that was the scientist guy
fan and okay, so something I regret is the fat ass movie. He was like an asshole, right? So so the video you sent is the fat white guy, the fat ass dying.
Yeah. So in the movie, you remember the Dilo scene where the Dilophosaurus spits venom?
When he's in the car in the rain,
yeah.
He crashes.
Yeah.
The fate gets home.
Yeah, and then he dies. Well, in the book, he dies a way gruesomer death. If you watch the video, you'll see how he dies. Very, very gruesome death in the book.
Is the book the same as the movie, or is it different?
It's different. It's different. There's some things that were added in the book that was added in the movie, but there's a lot of different scenes, and a lot of people die. Like, a lot of people die in way gruesomer deaths.
Does the main characters die?
Some of them do. Some of them make out alive.
Or the children dead?
Yeah, some children die. Yes.
Yeah. I'm saying I wanted to ask you about people.
Yeah.
Kind of lost on that. Let me go use it so I can actually watch it. Yeah.
I'll send you. Yeah, I can send you this. Sorry guys, I'm sorry that I want to show him this. That's actually very important. The books are long, but I'm gonna send you just a clip with scenes of what happens. Novel.
Well, I think tomorrow I'm gonna go to the Comic Con.
Yes.
I talked about being here. Actually, why don't we set the time at and that's pretty much it.
That sucks. I'm gonna be there. 100%. Wait. Yeah, I'm sending another one. I'm just gonna send these ones you haven't seen, but this will give you an idea of what the book is like. It's way different, but from the movie, so it might interest you. Like, there's a complete different scenes in the book, and it's way longer. Oh yeah, we can watch it together. The scenes.
No. By the way, what is the story mode about? That's something I don't get.
The story mode in the game?
Yeah, about that.
In the campaign that I'm doing right now is basically the last movie that came out of Jurassic World Dominion and the aftermath, basically. It's like, oh, what happened after the guy died and the fire went out? What happened after that? What happened to the dinosaurs? And so I'm basically doing the campaign of rebuilding the sectionary for the dinosaurs, and yeah, that's basically it, the campaign. I think the other...
Jurassic World movie feels stuck, and that stupid shit about how implementation goes and on.
Yeah, just it, but in the book it's way better, because it's more of a horror. It's more of a horror survival. Yeah. Yeah. See. Yeah. Okay. Nice talking to him. But yeah, let's get back to it. I hope he watches the videos. You know, because it's actually something.
Oh, we could use some more personnel.
Can give him an
specifically
of
scientists.
what actually happens.
I might know 1 or 200.
Those are illustrations.
We're gonna need anyone specializing in paleontology or paleobiology.
Or paleobotany. We pretty much know them all.
You know, it's amazing that a lifetime of studying dinosaurs might just get you noticed, but run from a few, and you're kind of a rock star.
I knew this would happen. Boy, I ain't doing this shit. Why would I want to do this? No. No, why? Oh, god damn you. You really want to piss me off. I don't even have financial. I don't have financial gains. I'm in debt. I got no income. You want me to get in a vehicle, drive over there, wrap all these things. Wait, what? I said wrap up all of these guys and put them here. Here. For all places. You know this is not gonna work. Why do you say that? The author.
Ellie, why are we here, really? What are we doing?
What do you mean by
I
that?
made a promise to myself I would
you feel
never,
bad for the original author?
never
Author.
get mixed up
I
in this
can't even
business
say the
again.
word. What the
And
fuck?
yet,
I hate this.
I know.
This
but
setting
once
mode
you
is
see these
terrible.
magnificent
The
creatures,
settings are
you
terrible.
really feel the history of this planet. It's like
They didn't make a bad movie with the first one, nor the second, nor the third. But they did ruin it with the other ones when Disney came in and like started making them child, you know, a child movie for everyone. But you know, the rest of it was alright in my opinion. Like my favorite one is like Jurassic World.
I know, but
Jurassic Park.
there's always that underlying need to get ready to run.
Well, yes, there is that, but can we just take in the good parts for now? Your life's work is living all around us.
Come on.
Yep.
All of you. All
Still
of you.
gets my heart beating.
Look at this outcome. Look at these dinosaurs. Don't you wish Ian could be here with us?
No.
Okay. There's something off. Oh.
Well, we wouldn't let him drive. Now, we've got some debris blocking the dinosaurs. I think if we could open up a path through this part of the facility, the dinosaurs could reach a lot more usable space.
Okay. I'm guessing we could do that by cleaning up this section of scorched earth here. We'll give them a little breathing room, but won't be easy.
Are you ready for a hard day's work?
Well, you know
I
me.
hate this.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, the new movies, yeah.
There's a good stretch of beautiful land in the valley, untouched and perfect for the dinosaurs. But to get them there, we'll need to move the animals through a lot of fire-damaged forest. Here's the path that Ellie and Alan laid out.
Many of the dinosaurs have the instinct to move in herds, in packs. We convince a few and the others will follow, even the solitary animals. Once they see a large migration, they'll be tempted to tag along.
And the predators will go where their food does.
They always do. Okay, so how about we mobilize our ranger teams to wrangle them
You
through
know,
the path?
actually,
It'll be
there's some
like a cattle
games
drive,
they
but with
actually
vehicles, and the cows weigh 8 tons.
that were made from the Jurassic Park 1 book. Actually, does anybody in no, there's not a lot of
We've
people in
made
the
some
chat, so
great
no one will
progress
know.
to this point.
But
Claire.
if anybody
I
watches this,
completely agree. But we need to
put
keep
in the
moving
chat
forward.
if you know about the
What's
game.
next for the dinosaurs?
What was it called?
Research
Jurassic
outposts.
Park,
We can
something,
construct
something.
or
There was
repair what
something
we
about.
need.
Let me actually look it up.
Great.
What was the
Let's
name
get
of the
on it.
game? The Jurassic
Remember
Park
when
game.
we first saw the
Jurassic
dinosaurs,
Park.
Alan? When the promise of Jurassic Park was so alive?
Yeah. I was overwhelmed.
Jurassic
all
Park
were.
the game.
And the potential filled me with hope.
It
It
actually
was
kind of
magic.
It was, Ellie.
touched
It truly
into
was.
the
But like all
how
magic, it
scary
was just
Jurassic
an
Park could have
illusion.
been. That's
We
why I
didn't
respect
realize
about
the
it. It
consequences of
actually,
bringing them back.
it wasn't accurate to the book. Nah, it was
We may
not.
not be able to change the past,
But it was
we
the
can
movies
learn from
version,
Really?
but made scarier. So
Like
for
when they
me,
failed again with Jurassic World?
actually good.
all that technology.
Just
We do not
Just what?
need those elaborate security devices they had. What we do need is more hands-on conservation. Ranger patrols, for instance, that could effectively monitor the animals and their welfare, you know?
Correct. Vigilance.
Exactly.
Let's fix all these. But yeah, just me. Missing tall fiber. Have at least 2 operational research. Ensure all downs of comfort. Ensure range proposed teams are present. Fuck you. Can I fix the scorched earth now? Or is this... Oh, okay. I still have 0 income. Tall fiber. Tall grass. Fruits. And ground nuts. Tall fruit and tall leaves. And fiber. And the rest is there. Now, if that wasn't good enough. Can't reach destination. How sad. Not my problem. Not my problem. Sounds like a you problem. Can't research your destinations? Okay. Cool. Funny. Can't reach there. That's sad. Missing. Oh my god. There we go. Okay, let's continue with the book.
Was trying to keep theirs. The behavior of the dinosaurs had always been a minor consideration for Wu, and rightly so. Behavior was a second-order effect of DNA, like protein unfolding. You couldn't really predict behavior, and you could...
Yeah, I'm at the part where Dr. Wu dies. Yeah, this is where they're at the cages, and the velociraptors are on the other side of the cage, and they're just basically stalling or distracting Ali Sattler, so that the other one can just kill her, but ends up killing Dr. Wu. It's a clever girl. Clever dinosaurs. It's scary that they're fucking this smart, but you know, it was shown in the book in some areas.
Really control it, except in very crude ways, like making an animal dependent on a dietary substance by withholding an enzyme. But in general, behavioral effects were simply beyond the reach of understanding. You couldn't look at a DNA sequence and predict behavior. It was impossible. And that would make Wu's DNA work purely empirical. It was a matter of tinkering, the way a modern...
What video? An illustration of Dr. Wu's death? Or the audiobook? The one I'm listening to right now. If he says audiobook, I'm gonna freak out. Because this man, I swear to God, I don't want him going through the suffering I'm going through. This is 12 hours of audiobook talking about the part. It's a novel. It's long. But it is worth it if you want to get the whole cha-cha-cha experience, I guess. His death! Oh, okay. You want the illustration of his death. Okay. Illustrations. The drawings. Okay. The drawing scenes of Dr. Wu's death. Let's see if I find it. No, not that one. Not that one. I think it's this one.
Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Read by William Roberts. The Juvenile.
No, this is not the one. Is this the one?
Prologue. The Bite of the Raptor.
No, not that one. Ads. Great, I love ads.
Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Read.
Oh, this is where they're landing in the park. Damn, where the hell is it? I know I found it earlier. I swear to God, if I don't fucking find him now. Well, time to go into my library. Because I know I found it earlier. No. This analog horror. I probably should have hit paused. I realized my mistake there. Is this the one? I think so, yeah.
Rebuilt by his ingenious design. DNA, like protein unfolding, you can't really predict behavior.
Okay, I found it. I found it. Skip the intro, and yeah, you'll find it. Yeah, I sent it to you in Discord. No, I sent it later. Fuck you, I found it now. Listen to it now. Or if you want to listen to it now, it's up to you. No problem. Tanks? Ayo, bro, I love tanks. Okay, let's see if this guy doesn't, kill us all. Content. Misforce. Not my problem. I don't know when that turned into my problem, but not my problem. Really, not really. There we go. You're content now. Shut up. Remember, I tell you, skip the intro. Oh, holy shit! Okay. But yeah, remember the book is actually interesting. But just listen to the illustrations; it will give you an idea of how Mike Crichton's book is actually like. But that's up to you. The actual Jurassic Park novel. Give it 10 out of 10. But yeah, let's continue with this. I'm gonna stop saying the book, talking about the book. No one wants to hear about the book of Jurassic Park, the novel. No one wants to talk about that. Let's continue with the game. Unless you guys want to hear me rant about the Mike Crichton novel about Jurassic Park. Of Jurassic Park. Okay, I got this area done, I guess. Right? Okay. Let's see, what can I do? Facility repairs. This is what it wants, right? Yeah. What the hell? You don't do me like that. What the f- You don't do me like that. The hell is this? Why do you do me like this? Hey, yo. Not cool. That's not cool at all. You don't drop, like, how many? That many dinosaurs with illnesses? You don't do that.
A real improvement in the health of the animals. We'll need a paleo-medical facility.
I'll get right on it.
The healthier they are, the more content they are going to be.
I don't think so. No, it's my opinion. I don't think there are going to be injuries. Wait, what? Pause. What do you mean injuries? Cool. That were burned. Neat. What do you want me to do? Make more facilities to... Oh my god, no, don't do that. Well, time to tranquilize all of them. Yep, tranquilizing all of you. You get tranquilized, you get tranquilized, you get tranquilized, you get tranquilized, you get tranquilized. Yeah, all of you get tranquilized. I ain't dealing with all of you getting sick. I'm not dealing with that. Well, I have an easy solution to the problem. I'll say it. What if we sell the dinosaurs? Shut up. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Why do I keep hitting the... Okay, ignore my tantrums. It's just, it happens. Ah, beautiful. Yes. Yes, he was. Actually, he was in the movie. He just showed up for... Yeah, Dr. Wu was in the first Jurassic Park movie. He showed up in, like, that scene with Alan Grant and everybody was in the science center or something, looking at some dinosaur eggs. And he showed up there to talk about the eggs, and, well, he's the one that made them, so... But he never showed up after that. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. That's Dr. Wu. That information is correct. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Kind of cancel all these. I kind of overreacted. Just tranquilize this guy and this guy. Thanks. Well, what did you say? I'm lost. So how old is he? In Jurassic Park 1 1, and in the novel he is like middle age, on his 20s or something. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, somewhere around his 20s. He's a prodigy. He worked at the park for 5 years, right? Or did 3. So in the novel he dies, and in the movie he like lives. He survives. He showed up in Jurassic Park 1. He showed up in... Actually, this place is perfect for Jurassic Park databases. I'm going to clear this up. Jurassic Park Universal, characters. Let's look for Dr. Wu. Dr. Ian Malcolm. Actually, Dr. Ian Malcolm in the novel is actually smart. Yeah, so Dr. Wu showed up in Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and Jurassic World Dominion. Here's his, his info of the movies. In the movies, you can read it here. It says here, basically his information and all the movies he was in. But in the book, he dies. Like in the novel, he dies. Sorry if I'm saying the book, but like in the novel, he dies by the Velociraptors. Actually, I should probably get to that scene. Did you watch it, by the way? Did you watch the scene, how he dies? Did you hear or read the scene of how he dies and shit? Waiting for a response. 5 people came into the stream. That's interesting. Earlier, I mean. Sadly, they left. They left. They got bored or something. I don't know. It's not my problem. Fuck. Not my problem. What diseases I have? Smoke inhalation. Start research. Start what? The audiobook? Do you want me to start the audiobook? Is that what you're saying? I can start it right now. But you gotta be quiet and listen patiently. Let's look for the audiobook. There we go.
The way a modern workman might repair an antique grandfather clock. You were dealing with some...
Yeah, true. But if you listen how he dies, it's kind of his stupidity. He figures it out, but then he's like, yeah, I made them this way. Something, his hubris kills him or something.
Out of the past, something constructed of ancient materials and following ancient rules. You couldn't be certain why it worked as it did. And it had been repaired and modified many times already by forces of evolution over eons of time. So, like the workman who makes an adjustment and then sees if the clock runs any better, Wu would make an adjustment and then see if the animals behaved any better. And he only tried to correct gross behavior. Uncontrolled butting of the electrical fences, or rubbing the skin raw on tree trunks. Those were the behaviors that sent him back to the drawing board. And the limits of his science had left him with a mysterious feeling about the dinosaurs in the park.
Wait, what did you say? Ha 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 ha. I don't get why you're laughing. His stuff, yes. I don't get the joke. I missed the mark.
He was never sure, never really sure at all, whether the behavior of the animals was historically accurate or not. Were they behaving as they really had in the past? It was an open question, ultimately unanswerable. And though Wu would never admit it, the discovery that the dinosaurs were breeding represented a tremendous validation of his work. A breeding animal was demonstrably effective in a fundamental way. It implied that Wu had put all the pieces together correctly. He had recreated an animal millions of years old with such precision that the creature could even reproduce itself. But still, looking at the raptors outside, He was troubled by the persistence of their behavior. Raptors were intelligent, and intelligent animals got bored quickly. Intelligent animals also formed plans, and... Harding came out into the hallway from Malcolm's room. Where's Ellie? Still outside. Better get her in. The raptors have left the skylight. When? Wu said, moving to the door. Just a moment ago, Harding said. Wu threw open the front door. Ellie! Inside, now! She looked over at him, puzzled. There's no problem. Everything's under control. Now! She shook her head. I know what I'm doing, she said. Now, Ellie, damn it! Muldoon didn't like Wu standing there with the door open, and he was about to say so when he saw a shadow descend from above, and he realized at once what had happened. Wu was yanked bodily out the door, and Muldoon heard Ellie screaming. Muldoon got to the door and looked out and saw that Wu was lying on his back, his body already torn open by the big claw, and the raptor was jerking its head, tugging at Wu's intestines, even though Wu was still alive, still feebly reaching up with his hands to push the big head away. He was being eaten while he was still alive. And then Ellie stopped screaming and started to run alongside the inside of the fence, and Muldoon slammed the door shut, dizzy with horror. It had happened so fast. Harding said, "He jumped down from the roof." Muldoon nodded. He went to the window and looked out, and he saw that the three raptors outside the fence were now running away. But they weren't following Ellie. They were going back toward the visitor center. Grant came to the edge of the maintenance building and peered forward in the fog. He could hear the snarls of the raptors, and they seemed to be coming closer. Now he could see their bodies running past him. They were going to the visitor center. He looked back at Gennaro. Gennaro shook his head. No. Grant leaned close and whispered in his ear, "No choice. We've got to turn on the computer." Grant set out in the fog. After a moment, Gennaro followed. Ellie didn't stop to think. When the raptors dropped inside the fence to attack Wu, she just turned and ran as fast as she could toward the far end of the lodge. There was a space 15 feet wide between the fence and the lodge. She ran, not hearing the animals pursuing her, just hearing her own breath. She rounded the corner, saw a tree growing by the side of the building, and leapt, grabbing a branch, swinging up. She didn't feel panic. She felt a kind of exhilaration as she kicked and saw her legs rise up in front of her face, and she hooked her legs over a branch farther up, tightened her gut, and pulled up quickly. She was already 12 feet off the ground, and the raptors still weren't following her, and she was beginning to feel pretty good when she saw the first animal at the base of the tree. Its mouth was bloody, and bits of stringy flesh hung from its jaws. She continued to go up fast, hand over hand, just reaching and going, and she could almost see the top of the building. She looked down again. The two raptors were climbing the tree. Now she was at the level of the rooftop. She could see the gravel only 4 feet away, and the glass pyramids of the skylight sticking up in the mist. There was a door on the roof. She could get inside. In a single heaving effort, she flung herself through the air and landed sprawling on gravel. She scraped her face, but somehow the only sensation was exhilaration, as if it were a kind of game she was playing, a game she intended to win. She ran for the door that led to the stairwell. Behind her, she could hear the raptors shaking the branches of the tree. They were still in the tree. She reached the door and twisted the knob. The door was locked. It took a moment for the meaning of that to cut through her euphoria. The door was locked. She was on the roof, and she couldn't get down. The door was locked. She pounded on the door in frustration. And then she ran for the far side of the roof, hoping to see a way down. But there was only the green outline of the swimming pool through the blowing mist. All around the pool was concrete decking. 10, 12 feet of concrete. Too much for her to jump across. No other trees to climb down, no stairs, no fire escape, nothing. Ellie turned back and saw the raptors jumping easily to the roof. She ran to the far end of the building, hoping there might be another door there, but there wasn't. The raptors came slowly toward her, stalking her, slipping silently among the glass pyramids. She looked down. The edge of the pool was 10 feet away, too far. The raptors were closer, starting to move apart. And illogically, she thought, isn't this always the way? Some little mistake screws it all up.
I'm reading the chat. Bruh.
I've just been looking over the site. If we clear out this burned foliage, I believe we can restore the soil to regenerate the plant life we need.
This is your
Wait,
specialty.
it's
right,
Ellie
Ellie?
Sattler, the
Yeah.
woman, the
Yeah,
woman.
and I'm a
Oh my god,
paleobotanist
this
and a
guy.
soil scientist.
I've got
I
to
know
ask.
Ellie Sattler
Why
got Dr.
plants?
Wood
Don't you think
killed
that
in the
dinosaurs
book.
are more exciting than
Going
ferns
into
and
the
ivy?
safe room.
I'm in the life-saving
Or the
business.
bunker. That's
Our
kind of
future
her
can be
fault.
found in the soil.
Point taken. I guess it's easier to replant mistakes.
Well, I don't make
Literal.
mistakes when it comes to plants.
Literal.
The other things, that's a different story.
Still felt giddy,
Do you know
still
how many
felt
of these plants are
exhilaration.
poisonous
And
to
she
the
somehow
dinosaurs?
couldn't believe these
About
animals
half.
were going to get her.
How
She
do the
couldn't
animals know
believe
they're poisonous?
that now her life was going to
65
end
million
like
years
this.
of evolution,
It didn't seem possible.
and
She
probably
was
one
enveloped in a
dinosaur's
kind of
mistake way back
protective
when.
cheerfulness. She
Oh,
just
okay,
didn't
so
believe
what do
it
we
would
need to do
happen.
next?
The
Time to
raptors
clear the burned
snarled.
foliage.
Ellie backed away, moving to the far end of the roof.
Transportation
She
underway.
took a breath, and then began to sprint toward the edge. As she raced toward the edge, she saw the swimming pool, and she knew it was too far away, but she thought, what the hell? And leapt into space.
Asset has been
And fell.
transported.
And with a stinging shock, she felt herself enveloped in coldness. She was underwater. She had done it. She came to the surface and looked up at the roof and saw the raptors looking down at her. And she knew that if she could do it, the raptors could do it too. She splashed in the water and thought, can raptors swim? But she was sure they could. They could probably swim like crocodiles. The raptors turned away from the edge of the roof. And then she heard Harding calling, Sattler! And she realized he had opened the roof door. The raptors were going toward him. Hurriedly, she climbed out of the pool and ran toward the lodge. Harding had gone up the steps to the roof 2 at a time, and he had flung open the door without thinking. Sattler! He shouted, and then he stopped. Mist blew among the pyramids on the roof. The raptors were not in sight. Sattler! He was so preoccupied with Sattler that it was a moment before he realized his mistake. He should be able to see the animals, he thought. In the next instant, the clawed forearm smashed around the side of the door, catching him in the chest with a tearing pain, and it took all of his effort to pull himself backward.
Stop. Give me a sec. I kinda fucked up with something. Give me a sec. You're not gonna leave for long. Just gonna pick something up. I know. Okay, where are we? What the hell? What the fuck? What do you mean?
Tearing pain, and it took all of his effort to pull himself backward and close the door on the arm. And from downstairs he heard Muldoon shouting, She's here! She's already inside! From the other side of the door, the raptor snarled, and Harding slammed the door again, and the claws pulled back, and he closed the door with a metallic clang and sank, coughing, to the floor. Where are we going? Lex said. They were on the second floor of the visitor center. A glass-walled corridor ran the length of the building. To the control room, Tim said. Where's that? Down here someplace. Tim looked at the names stenciled on the doors as he went past them. These seemed to be offices. Park warden, guest services, general manager, controller. They came to a glass partition marked with a sign, closed
We need everyone
area.
on their toes.
Authorized personnel
Copy
only
that.
beyond this point.
So when are the dinosaurs
There
from the
was a slot for a
DFW arriving?
security card.
Should be
But
any
Tim
minute
just
by now.
pushed the door open.
Overall, I'm happy
How
that
come
the
it open?
enclosures are in good
The
shape.
power is out, Tim
Transport
said.
teams are back
Why
online.
are we going to the
We're ready
control
to go.
room? She asked.
Good.
To find a
'Cause
radio.
it's
We
about
need
to
to
get
call
busy.
somebody.
These animals need
Beyond
us.
the glass door,
And
the
thanks to our
hallway
efforts,
continued.
the
Tim
valley is
remembered
back.
this area. He had seen
Step
it
1,
earlier
we
during
need
the
to get
tour.
all the new
Lex
dinosaurs
trotted along
into
at
the
his side.
enclosures.
In the
And step
distance, he
2
heard the
is to-
snarling of raptors. The animals seemed to be approaching. Then Tim heard them slamming against the glass downstairs. They're out there, Lex whispered. Don't worry. What are they doing here? Lex said. Never mind now. Park supervisor, operations, main control. Here, Tim said. He pushed open the door. The main control room was as he had seen it before. In the center of the room was a console with 4 chairs and 4 computer monitors. The room was entirely dark, except for the monitors, which all showed a series of colored rectangles. So where's the radio? Lex said. But Tim had forgotten all about a radio. He moved forward, staring at the computer screens. The screens were on. That could only mean the power must be back on. Ick, Lex said, shifting her body. What? I was standing on somebody's ear, she said. Tim hadn't seen a body when they came in. He looked back and saw there was just an ear lying on the floor. That is really disgusting, Lex said. Never mind. He turned to the monitors. Where's the rest of him, she said. Never mind that now. He peered closely at the monitor. There were rows of colored labels on the screen under the heading Jurassic Park System Startup. You better not fool around with that, Timmy, she said. Don't worry, I won't. He had seen complicated computers before, like the ones that were installed in the buildings his father worked on. Those computers controlled everything from the elevators and security to the heating and cooling systems. They looked basically like this, a lot of colored labels, but they were usually simpler to understand, and almost always there was a help label if you needed to learn about the system, but he saw no help label here. He looked again to be sure, but then he saw something else. Numerals clicking in the upper left corner of the screen. They read 10:47:22. Then Tim realized it was the time. There were only 13 minutes left for the vote, but he was more worried about the people in the lodge. There was a static crackle. He turned and saw Lex holding a radio. She was twisting the knobs and dials. How does it work, she said. I can't make it work. Give me that. It's mine. I found it. Give it to me, Lex. I get to use it first. Lex! Suddenly the radio crackled. What the hell is going on? Said Muldoon's voice. Surprised, Lex dropped the radio on the floor. Grant ducked back, crouching among the palm trees. Through the mist ahead, he could see the raptors hopping and snarling and butting their heads against the glass of the visitor center. But between snarls, they would fall silent and cock their heads as if listening to something distant. And then they would make little whimpering sounds. What are they doing? Gennaro said. Looks like they're trying to get into the cafeteria, Grant said. What's in the cafeteria? I left the kids there, Grant said. Can they break through that glass? I don't think so, no. Grant watched. And now he heard the crackle of a distant radio. And the raptors began hopping in a more agitated way. One after another, they began jumping higher and higher until finally he saw the first of them leap lightly onto the second-floor balcony. And from there, move inside the second floor of the visitor center.
Bruh.
In the control room on the second floor, Tim snatched up the radio which Lex had dropped. He pressed the button. Hello? Hello? Is that you, Tim? It was Muldoon's voice. It's me, yes. Where are you? In the control room. The power is on. That's great, Tim, Muldoon said. If someone will tell me how to turn the computer on, I'll do it. There was a silence. Hello? Tim said. Did you hear me? We have a problem about that, Muldoon said. Nobody, who is here knows how to do that. How to turn the computer on. Tim said, What, are you kidding? Nobody knows? It seemed incredible. No. A pause. I think it's something about the main grid. Turning on the main grid. You know anything about computers, Tim? Tim stared at the screen. Lex nudged him. Tell him no, Timmy, she said. Yes, some. I know something, Tim said. Might as well try, Muldoon said. Nobody here knows what to do. And Grant doesn't know about computers. Okay, Tim said, I'll try. He clicked off the radio and stared at the screen, studying it. Timmy, Lex said, you don't know what to do. Yes, I do. If you know, then do it, Lex said. Just a minute. As a way to get started, he pulled the chair close to the keyboard and pressed the cursor keys. Those were the keys that moved the cursor around on the screen. But nothing happened. Then he pushed other keys. The screen remained unchanged. Well, she said. Something's wrong, Tim said, frowning. You just don't know, Timmy, she said. He examined the computer again, looking at it carefully. The keyboard had a row of function keys at the top, just like a regular PC keyboard, and the monitor was big and in color, but the monitor housing was sort of unusual. Tim looked at the edges of the screen and saw lots of faint pinpoints of red light. Red light all around the borders of the screen. What could that be? He moved his finger toward the light and saw the soft red glow on his skin. He touched the screen where it said Access TNL and heard a beep. A message box flashed up saying, "You already have access. Make your selection from the screen."
Okay, listen up.
A moment later, the
Half
message
the
box
dinosaurs
disappeared,
we
and
need
the
to
original
keep-
screen flashed back up. "What happened?" Lex said. "What did you do? You touched something." Of course, he thought. He had touched the screen. It was a touch screen. The red lights around the edges must be infrared sensors. Tim had never seen such a screen, but he'd read about them in magazines. He touched Reset Revert. Instantly, the screen changed. He got a new message. "The computer is now reset. Make your selection from..."
The old man is still alive up to now. Like, right now, he's talking to the kid. Just like, he talked to the kid earlier. I don't know. I think he dies. I don't know. Don't remember it much. The old man, you know, the guy that owns the park, John Hammond. The book is there. And the movie is... Nah. Disagree.
New message. "The computer is now reset. Make your selection from the main screen." Over the radio, they heard the sound of raptors snarling. "I want to see," Lex said. "You should try view." "No, Lex." "Well, I want view," she said, and before he could grab her hand, she had pressed view. The screen changed. Now the heading at the top said, "Subroutines View. Video Interface Environmental Watch." Other labeled boxes arrayed underneath designated video monitors at various locations in the park. "Uh-oh," she said. "Lex, will you cut it out?" "Look," she said, "it worked. Ha!" Around the room, the monitors showed quickly changing views of different parts of the park. Most of the images were misty gray because of the exterior fog, but one showed the outside of the lodge with a raptor on the roof, and then another switched to an image in bright sunlight showing the bow of a ship. Bright sunlight. "What was that?" Tim said, leaning forward. "What? That picture?" But the image had already changed, and now they were seeing the inside of the lodge, one room after another. And then he saw Malcolm lying in a bed. "Stop it," Lex said. "I see them." Tim touched the screen in several places and got sub-menus, then more sub-menus. "Wait," Lex said, "you're confusing it. Will you shut up? You don't know anything about computers." Now he had a list of monitors on the screen. One of them was marked Safari Lodge, LV2-4. Another was Remote Shipboard, VND. He pressed the screen several times. Video images came up on monitors around the room. One showed the bow of the supply ship and the ocean ahead. In the distance, Tim saw land, buildings along a shore and a harbor. He recognized the harbor because he had flown over it in a helicopter the day before. It was Punta Arenas. The ship seemed to be just minutes from landing. But his attention was drawn by the next screen, which showed the roof of the Safari Lodge in gray mist. The raptors were mostly hidden behind the pyramids, but their heads bobbed up and down, coming into view. And then on the third monitor, he could see inside a room. Malcolm was lying in a bed, and Ellie stood next to him. They were both looking upward. As they watched, Muldoon walked into the room and joined them, looking up with an expression of concern. "They see us," Lex said. "I don't think so." The radio crackled. On the screen, Muldoon lifted the radio to his lips. "Hello, Tim?" "I'm here," Tim said.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna hit pause because I want to listen to this guy's what he says in the game.
W quarantined away from the others because if we're not careful, we run the risk of spreading viral infections. Okay?
Yeah, like that's never happened before.
Why is the sister so annoying? Yes, the sister is mega annoying. Not gonna lie. I think she was banging her head when the T-Rex attacked the. Yeah, when the T-Rex attacked the safari, she hid in a sewer or a tunnel or something, and she started banging her head like dramatized, like. She is fucking stupid and annoying. I don't like her. How many days does Jurassic Park? What do you mean take place? How many days the accident takes place in? One day they arrive. The second day, the thunder comes in. Jurassic Park goes down. Second, fourth day, 6 days. 6 days. I presume 6 days. Does anybody in the chat can confirm that? 6 days, or is it 5 days? Like the whole incident that's taking place in the park. Like the moment Alan Grant lands to the point he leaves, how many times does it take? Like, does it take how many days? Yeah, I think I know the times that I heard they went to sleep was 2 days in this part. 2 other days. 5 days. There was a point they mentioned hours, so 6 days, probably 6 days, and the boat left plumbing 4 days ago. Damn, that boat probably, yeah, the boat is already there. You know, they can't do nothing about the boat. They have to radio in to stop the boat, but I think the people in the boat are dead. It's my theory. Because remember, the Velociraptors got into the boat, so, and the compies and all that shit. So my theory is like, you know, they probably killed everyone, like in the Lost World. Just theorizing. It's just a theory. I don't know yet. But we'll have to continue listening to know what actually happens. And my phone is almost dead, so.
I'm here, Tim said. We haven't got a whole lot of time, Muldoon said dully. Better get that power grid on. And then Tim heard the raptor snarl and saw one of the long heads duck down through the glass, briefly entering the picture from the top, snapping its jaws. Hurry, Timmy, Lex said. Get the power on! The grid. Tim suddenly found himself lost in a tangled series of monitor control screens as he tried to get back to the main screen. Most systems had a single button or a single command to return to the previous screen or to the main menu, but this system did not, or at least he didn't know it. Also, he was certain that help commands had been built into the system, but he couldn't find them either.
Yep.
And Lex was jumping up and down and shouting in his ear, making him nervous. Finally, he got the main screen back. He wasn't sure what he had done, but it was... He paused, looking for a command. Do something, Timmy! Will you shut up? I'm trying to get help. He pushed template main. The screen filled with a complicated diagram with interconnecting boxes and arrows. No good, no good. He pushed common interface. The screen shifted. Now the heading at the top said common interface with tiers of different labeled boxes underneath. What's that? Lex said. Why aren't you turning on the power, Timmy? He ignored her. Maybe help on the system was called info. He pushed info.
He ignored her. I think he has done that the entire time in the book. In the novel, sorry. Yeah, in the entire time in the novel, he just ignores her. We all do. Like, why would you listen to her? What would she say that we don't already know?
Transportation
She points out the obvious.
Asset transportation complete.
Message box appeared. Jurassic Park Common User Interface version 1.1b24. Developed by Integrated Computer Systems Incorporated, Cambridge, Mass. Project Supervisor Dennis Nedry. Chief Programmer Mike Bax. Jurassic Park Incorporated, all rights reserved.
Look at this place.
Timmy! Lex wailed, but he'd already pushed find. He got another useless window. He pushed go back, and the screen flashed up another message window. Jurassic Park Common User Interface. Command go back. Cannot go back without a specific search option. See also search, change, go ahead, find, options, review.
Give me a sec. What the fuck? Why are they all sick? What the fuck? This is some bullshit. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of it. Why do they have to get sick? All of them. They just arrived. Give me a sec. Refreshing this. Calm yourself. There's nothing we can do about it. I hope they die. Yeah.
Makes me remember why I got into all of this in the first place.
We know the disease.
I still wonder what led me here to this moment. Idealism?
Idealism?
It's not a bad thing, Claire.
Actually can be a great thing. A great motivator.
A great motivator.
You're right. So what's left?
We need to treat the injuries and diseases of the animals from the DFW.
Now that sounds like a job for an idealist.
Cock. Wait, what? Let's just listen to the book. I mean, I can my phone ain't gonna last. I mean, it's on 3%. Actually, let me look for a charger first. Come on. You guys can listen to the book. I can play the game. But let me find a charger. Just charge the phone. Jeez. And I'm almost done with the audiobook, so if you want, I can take another stream and just go in Sandbox and go listen to The Lost World, or just go back to the part 1, because I haven't started the stream with part 1, so. But it's up to you guys if you like that. If you're interested, leave a like, subscribe, I guess. If you want more dinosaur stuff, I don't know. IBRB, okay? I found a small charger. Sorry it took me so long. But it's super short. Fuck, I can't even speak this. Aw, man. Everyone left. That's sad. Let's just... still there? I can explain about the Lost World part. So remember, are you there? Just write a dot or something. Just write a letter. It just lets me know you're there. I think you did. I was gonna answer about the Lost World part. I think you died. I came back. I left for a sec. Man, you guys have zero patience. Oh no, he's there. Well, the Lost World, you know, the second Jurassic Park movie. Well, basically, there's a book about it too. There's like 2 books, 2 novels, Jurassic Park and the Lost World. And later, I'm gonna listen to the Lost World one and see if it's good. You know, I may live stream it. You know, who knows? I gotta think about it. But let me. cable, best possible thing I can do is just put something else. Sorry that took me so long to actually realize. I would just play it here, but I won't be able to see the channel. You know what?
Options review. On the radio, he heard Muldoon say, "How's it coming, Tim?" He didn't bother to answer. Frantic, he pushed buttons one after another. Suddenly, without warning, the main screen was back. Jurassic Park System Startup. And below it, a score of labeled boxes. He studied the screen. Electrical main and set grids DNL both looked like they might have something to do with the grids. He noticed that safety stroke health and critical locks might be important too. He heard the growl of the raptors. He had to make a choice. He pressed set grids DNL and groaned when he saw the resulting readout. Rows of labeled boxes and figures under two main box headings, custom parameters and standard parameters. He didn't know what to do. He pushed standard parameters and got another screen. Standard parameters, park grids B4-C6. Outer grids C2-D2, zoological grids BB-07, pen grids R4-R4, lodge grids F4-D4, mate grids E5-L6, main grids C4-G7, sensor grids D5-G4, utility grids AH-B5, core grids A1-C1, circuit integrity not tested, security grids remain automatic. Tim shook his head in frustration. It took him a moment to realize that he had just gotten valuable information. He now knew the grid coordinates was for the lodge. He pushed grid F4, and the screen flashed, "Power grid F4, Safari Lodge. Command cannot be executed. Error-505. Power incompatible with command error. Refer manual pages 4.09 to 4.11. It's not working, Lex said. I know. He pushed another button. The screen flashed again. Power grid D4, Safari Lodge. Command cannot be executed. Error-505. Power incompatible with command error. Refer manual pages 4.09 to 4.11. Tim tried to stay calm, to think it through. For some reason, he was getting a consistent error message whenever he tried to turn on a grid. It was saying the power was incompatible with the command he was giving. But what did that mean? Why was power incompatible? Timmy, Lex said, tugging at his arm. Not now, Lex. Yes, now, she said, and she pulled him away from the screen in the console. And then he heard the snarling of raptors. It was coming from the hallway. In the skylight above Malcolm's bed, the raptors had almost bitten through the second metal bar. They could now poke their heads entirely through the shattered glass and lunge and snarl at the people below. Then after a moment they would pull back and resume chewing on the metal. Malcolm said, "It won't be long now. 3, 4 minutes." He pressed the button on the radio. "Tim, are you there? Tim?" There was no answer. Tim slipped out the door and saw the velociraptor down at the far end of the corridor, standing by the balcony. He stared in astonishment. How had it gotten out of the freezer? Then as he watched, a second raptor suddenly appeared on the balcony, and he understood. The raptor hadn't come from the freezer at all. It had come from outside. It had jumped from the ground below. The second raptor landed silently, perfectly balanced on the railing. Tim couldn't believe it. The big animal had jumped 10 feet straight up. More than 10 feet. Their legs must be incredibly powerful. Lex whispered, "But you said they couldn't..." Shh. Tim was trying to think. But he watched with a kind of fascinated dread as the third raptor leapt to the balcony. The animals milled aimlessly in the corridor for a moment, and then they began to move forward in single file, coming toward him and Lex. Quietly, Tim pushed against the door at his back to re-enter the control room, but the door was stuck. He pushed harder. "We're locked out," Lex whispered. "Look." She pointed to the slot for the security card alongside the door. A bright red dot glowed. Somehow the security doors had been activated. You idiot, you locked us out! Tim looked down the corridor. He saw several more doors, but each had a red light glowing alongside. That meant all the doors were locked. There was nowhere they could go. Then he saw a slumped shape on the floor at the far end of the corridor. It was a dead guard. A white security card was clipped to his belt. Come on, he whispered. They ran for the guard. Tim got the card and turned back, but of course the Raptors had seen them. They snarled and blocked the way back to the control room. They began to spread out, fanning out in the hallway to surround Tim and Lex. Their heads began to duck rhythmically. They were going to attack. Tim did the only thing he could do. Using the card, he opened the nearest
Sometimes
door
I even
off the
amaze
hallway
myself.
and pushed Lex through.
Sometimes?
As the door began
As
to
in
close
sometimes
slowly behind them, the Raptors hissed and charged. Lodge. He and Malcolm drew each breath as if it might be his last. He watched the Raptors with dull eyes. Harding took his blood pressure, frowned, took it again. Ellie Sattler was wrapped in a blanket, shivering.
I wonder how I even survived all this.
We all wonder that. But let's focus on the facility.
They all listened to the radio.
Now that it's rebuilt, we need to make sure it can be maintained.
What if we monitor the status of the dinosaurs? We keep them disease-free?
And then our work should be done.
I wasn't sure we'd ever get this place back under control.
Think we could call this a success?
As long as the dinosaurs are comfortable, I think so.
Then it's time to test the system. Make sure it's stable and viable. Let's keep our dinosaur comfort and visibility ratings high. Make that our top priority. That and
not getting eaten. Yep, I know. So, how are we doing, Ellie?
It's no Nublar, that's for sure.
Well, that's certainly something to be thankful for.
I just meant the conditions here at BioCenter are more challenging. The climate, the biodiversity, the lack of natural barriers, it all adds up.
You're right. But tell me, has adversity ever stopped you before?
No, but it's getting harder with each challenge. You've got to get it right, or this could all fall apart.
Well, we certainly don't want that. You will be fine. You can identify and solve problems like nobody else I have ever met. Really?
Flattery, Dr. Grant?
No, that's the truth. But sure.
Well, any trace of scorched earth has got to go. The remnants of this location's violent past need to be erased. For good.
Then that is precisely what we will do. Together.
Where did Tim go? He seems such a responsible boy. I'm sure he's trying to get control of the situation, Malcolm said, like everybody else. And Grant, too. What happened to Grant? Grant reached the rear door to the visitor center, the same door he had left 20 minutes before. He tugged on the handle. It was locked. Then he saw the little red light. The security doors were reactivated. Damn! He ran around to the front of the building and went through the shattered front doors into the main lobby, stopping by the guard desk where he had been earlier. He could hear the dry hiss of his radio. He went to the kitchen, looking for the kids, but the kitchen door was open.
Give me a sec. Why? Okay, I found a cable. Just not what I thought would happen is they gave me so many. I mean, I asked for one, not 100, jeez. I mean, thanks, I guess. It's in order. At least I got cables now. Fuck! Ale, are you still there? Or did he die? I feel like he died. Oh no. No response means death? Miscalculations? God damn it, I knew this man wouldn't. Ah, fuck my fucking phone. Yes. Oh, he survived. Oh god. How do I? How do you speak English? How do I? Yes. What do you mean? Avoid attacking. Avoid attacking. I'm a ghost of Samurai. Ghost of Tushi. Well, I got a charger, and you can listen to it now.
Kids, but the kitchen door was open. The kid's gone. He went upstairs, but came to the glass panel marked closed area, and the door was locked. He needed a security card to go farther. Grant couldn't get in. From somewhere inside the hallway, he heard the raptors snarling. The leathery reptile skin touched Tim's face. The claws tore his shirt, and Tim fell onto his back, shrieking in fright. "Timmy!" Lex yelled. Tim scrambled to his feet again. The baby velociraptor perched on his shoulder, chirping and squeaking in panic. Tim and Lex were in the white nursery. There were toys on the floor, a rolling yellow ball, a doll, a plastic rattle. "It's the baby raptor," Lex said, pointing to the animal gripping Tim's shoulder. The little raptor burrowed its head into Tim's neck. The poor thing was probably starving, Tim thought. Lex came closer, and the baby hopped onto her shoulder. It rubbed against her neck. "Why is it doing that?" she said. "Is it scared?" "I don't know," Tim said. She passed the raptor back to Tim. The baby was chirping and squeaking and hopping up and down on his shoulder excitedly. It kept looking around, head moving quickly. No doubt about it, the little thing was worked up, and... "Tim," Lex whispered. The door to the hallway hadn't closed behind them after they had entered the nursery. Now the big velociraptors were coming through. First one, then a second one. Clearly agitated, the baby chirped and bounced on Tim's shoulder. Tim knew he had to get away. Maybe the baby would distract him. After all, it was a baby raptor. He plucked the little animal from his shoulder and threw it across the room. The baby scurried between the legs of the adults. The first raptor lowered its snout, sniffed at the baby delicately. Tim took Lex's hand and pulled her deeper into the nursery. He had to find a door, a way to get out. There was a high, piercing shriek. Tim looked back to see the baby in the jaws of the adult. A second velociraptor came forward and tore at the limbs of the infant, trying to pull it from the mouth of the first. The two raptors fought over the baby as it squealed. Blood splattered in large drops onto the floor.
The fuck?
They ate him.
Yeah, they ate their son. The fuck? Or was it not their son? I do not know. Bruh, a baby velociraptor's like, "Hey, food!" And then the big velociraptor be like, "Hey, yo, bro, food." Fucking bruh, unexpected turn of events. Bruh. Nothing is safe. Holy. Nothing is safe. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna listen to this bullshit. What happened? I got sidetracked. I just heard the velociraptor baby was getting killed. What the hell?
And bounced on Tim's shoulder. Tim knew he had to get away. Maybe the baby would distract him. After all, it was a baby raptor. He plucked the little animal from his shoulder and threw it across the room. The baby scurried between the legs of the adults. The first raptor lowered its snout, sniffed at the baby delicately. Tim took Lex's hand and pulled her deeper into the nursery. He had to find a door, a way to get out. There was a high, piercing shriek. Tim looked back to see the baby in the jaws of the adult. A second velociraptor came forward and tore at the limbs of the infant, trying to pull it from the mouth of the first. The two raptors fought over the baby as it squealed. Blood splattered in large drops onto the floor. "They ate him," Lex said. The raptors fought over the remains of the baby, rearing back and butting heads. Tim found a door. It was unlocked and went through, pulling Lex after him. They were in another room, and from the deep green glow, he realized it was a deserted DNA extraction laboratory. The rows of stereo microscopes abandoned, the high-resolution screens showing frozen, giant black and white images of insects. The flies and gnats that had bitten dinosaurs millions of years ago, sucking the blood that now had been used to recreate dinosaurs in the park.
Bro, that shit was not necessary. I mean, legit, they killed their own baby. What the fuck? What did it do? I know it got launched across the room, but like, it still stands. It was like, I'm still standing. Fucking gets eaten by its parents or by its brothers, I guess. Okay, what happens now? Breaking through genetics. Fuck that award. Yes. I finished. Why are the raptors always hungry? Bruh, I don't even think they're hungry anymore. Remember, these velociraptors are fucking ruthless, evil animals. They're smart intelligence. They sometimes just kill for fun. Actually, in the book, I think not Malcolm, but like Malgoon, whatever his name was, the guy with the rocket launcher, kept saying, yo, you know, these velociraptors, you know, hunt for pleasure. They just fucking kill. They just kill just for fun. They get bored, they fucking kill. And yeah, there's a character in the novel that has a rocket launcher. Don't ask. There's only one rocket launcher. Just don't worry about it. It's to take down the T-Rex. Look at it. So sexy. So beautiful.
Even when they're at their most brutal. Their most terrifying.
They even clean up the dirt. I'm just left it there.
Dodgson misunderstood the true potential of this place.
Dodgson.
I'm doing
so many levels.
Hopefully this time, we've learned from the past.
And the dinosaurs have as well. They know the Earth is theirs and that they belong here.
But it should be ours together. Humanity and dinosaurs. Call me an optimist, but I think we can make it work.
How so?
We all have a choice. And the dinosaurs do too. Coexistence, it can work. But only if all of us are prepared to embrace
in the
it.
novel, there is no such thing as coexistence, bro. These animals are trying to kill you. There's no There's no coexisting. It's just death, bro. Mummy's very hungry. Dr. Ian Malcolm. Leave that at it. Well, literally, Malgoon talks to Hammond and asks him, hey, yo, you know these dinosaurs, we need someone to take them down, you know, tranquilizers and all this bullshit won't take them down. Okay, I'll let you have one rocket launcher, and that's the only thing. I don't want these dinosaurs dying. Fucking 2 hours later, fuck, kill them now, This Mario. Legit.
That now had been used to recreate dinosaurs in the park. They ran through the laboratory and Tim could hear the snorts and snarls of the raptors pursuing them, coming closer.
Okay, guys, I finished the campaign, the Dominion campaign, Biosyn campaign, done. Tomorrow, tomorrow I can't stream. I don't know when, but my next stream will be about this one, Malta campaign, and then I'm done. And then after that, I'll finish the Chaos Theory. But for now, yes, I will continue live streaming. I'll see you guys in the next part 11. Part 12? I don't remember what part we are in right now. I think we're part 10. But the next part is part 12. So, I think, I don't know. I'm not in the best mind. I'm drugged. I'll just continue. I'll just go back to one of my saves in the sandbox. But I'll continue finishing the book. Hey, want to talk? I can end the stream now, but what about the audiobook? I mean, I can finish it later. It's almost done. I don't know. Want to talk? Yeah, I want to talk. I'm gonna end the stream here. Go to Discord. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna end the stream here. If you guys love me doing talking about the audiobooks or listening to audiobooks while streaming about Jurassic World or The Lost World or anything like that.
Hey, Ian, what's up?
Hey, yo, what's up?
What's up, Ian?
I forgot even.
I'm going to Tsushima and I'm doing the quest Blood on the Grass.
Oh, you're doing that on Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah. But, you know what? I have nothing better than me to Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, well, give me a sec. I'm going to end the stream. See you guys in the next stream. Leave a like and subscribe.